Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make this beautiful baby doll top. This yarn had been sitting in my closet for so many days and I finally thought why not turn it into something cute and special. So before we start, there are a few measurements we need to talk about. Our first measurement is A, which is taken from under the armhole to the full length we want. For me, measurement A is 13 inch. The next measurement is B, taken from the high shoulder point to the middle of the bust, as shown in the video. For me, this comes to 9.5 inches. The third measurement is C. Instead of measuring it flat, we are going to take the around bust measurement. Follow the video carefully to see how it's done. For me, measurement C is 32 inches. But we are not going to use the full 32 inches directly. We will divide it into two, which makes it 16 inches for the front and 16 inches for the back. Now we are going to start chaining. And for that, we will begin with measurement A. Working from this side to this side. We will make the front panel first since it includes the neckline, whereas the back panel is completely straight. For this, we are going to use this yarn and you can see how beautiful it is. It almost feels like sheep wool. And I'm also using a 5.5mm crochet hook to go with it. However, we won't be using this yarn in this video because as you can see on the camera, it's a bit hard to clearly see the chains and stitches. So for clearer instruction, I'm going to replace this yarn with a cotton yarn and use this crochet hook instead of 5.5. I will be making a small scale version of the original top so that you can easily understand the pattern. So this is the kind of small scale version I'm going for. This part here is the back panel and as you can see there's no neckline on it. But before we get back to that, let's first make the front panel. Let's start by making a slip knot. Insert the hook into the slip knot, tighten it and then chain according to measurement A. This will be our starting point. Taken from the side seam as shown in this video. Once you have been completed the chain for the full measurement A, we will begin increasing using double crochet from one side to the other. For this, make 2 chains, 1 and 2, then yarn over, skip 1 chain and make a double crochet into the next chain. This way, you will be making 2 double crochet in one go. Yarn over again and make another double crochet. Repeat this process continuously until you reach the end. Now that we have completed the entire round, flip your project. Start the next round by making 3 chains. Then yarn over and make a double crochet. Continue working in the same way until you reach the end. Once the second round is complete, you can clearly see how the project is building up, progressing neatly from one side to other. Now it's very important to understand this part carefully. If your bust round is 32 to 34 inch, and you are using a thickened yarn like this one, then 2 rounds of double crochet are enough for side seam. However, if you are using a thinner yarn, make sure to keep at least 2 inches for the side seam. For a 36 to 38 inch bust, you should keep at least 3 inches for the side seam. As a general rule, for every 2 inches increase in the bust measurement, add 1 extra inch to the side seam. Similarly, for every 2 inches decrease, reduce the side seam by 1 inch. Now that we have completed the side seam, we need to cover the entire body from the high shoulder point to the hem. We will use measurement B. For me, the measurement is 9.5 inches. So we will chain according to the length from this point onward. For the small scale version, let's simply assume this is the full measurement B. We'll be following exact same process as before. Make 2 chains, skip 1 chain, yarn over and make a double crochet into the next chain. Continue working double crochet in the same way until you reach the end. Now that you can see how the project is progressing from one direction to another, after completing 4-5 rounds in the actual size, depending on your shoulder length, we will move on to creating the neckline. If your rounds start from top to bottom, start by slip stitching across a few stitches, depending on how deep you want your neckline to be. From the point, make 3 chains, yarn over and begin working double crochet. You can now see the neckline taking shape. Continue making double crochet until you reach the desired width of your neckline, which is completely customizable according to individual preference. After finishing that, count how many chains you have on the other side and make the same number of chains at this point. Once the chains are done, follow the same process again. Make 2 chains, yarn over, skip 1 chain and make a double crochet into the next chain. Continue working like this until you reach the end. After that, complete 4-5 rounds for the shoulder depending on the required length before starting the side seam on the opposite side. Now that the shoulder is done, let's begin the side seam again. If your rounds start from the top, slip stitch down for the entire measurement. From that point onward, work double crochet to finish the whole panel neatly. You can see that this is our front panel and it looks like this, while the back panel looks like this, completely straight. Now all that's left is to join the side and shoulder of both panels and make the sleeves. For joining, I'm using the same yarn and making a knot with the existing yarn. Then insert the yarn into the needle and secure it the way I'm showing in this video. After joining all the sides, make sure to tie a knot at the end and secure it properly as shown, so there are no loose or raw edges left hanging. Once all the sides and shoulders of this bodice are finished, you can see how it looks from both the inside and outside. Now the only thing left to do is make the sleeve. We are going to make puff sleeves for this particular project. So if this is the armhole, this is the shoulder and this is the side seam. For round 1, we will start with 6 single crochet followed by 6 half double crochet and the remaining stitch will be double crochet. Now let's move on to round 2. We will again begin with 6 single crochet, then 6 half double crochet, and at the center we will increase, working 3 stitches on one side and 3 stitches on the opposite side, making a total of 6 increases at the center. The rest of the stitches will be double crochet. If you look closely, you can clearly see the pattern here. 6 single crochet, 6 half double crochet and the rest is double crochet. In the second round, you can also clearly notice the 6 increases we are talking about. Now let's start the sleeve. Insert your hook into the side seam of the bodice, fold the yarn and make a loop. Follow the video very carefully. I'm doing it slowly so it's easy to understand. Then begin with single crochet. Move on to half double crochet. And finish with double crochet. Now for the next round, we will follow the same pattern as round 1. 6 single crochet, 6 half double crochet and the rest will be double crochet. But at the center of the shoulder, we will increase 3 stitches on both the sides. By the end of this round, your sleeve will start to take shape like this. After completing the second round, continue working 3-4 more rounds in the same pattern before reaching the sleeve end. Now for the sleeve ending. Let's assume we have already completed 3 rounds here. For the first finishing round, we will work 1 stitch followed by 1 decrease as shown in this video. So instead of 6 single crochet, 6 half double crochet, it will be like 3 single crochet and 3 half double crochet and the rest will be double crochet. Follow the video very carefully to see exactly how I am doing this. I'm not explaining this part in too much detail since this is a small scale version, but you will definitely be able to understand the process by watching closely. Now, for round 2 and round 3, adjust the decrease based on your sleeve opening. If the opening feels too wide, decrease in every single stitch. If it's not too big, continue with the same pattern of one stitch and one decrease. For both rounds, make 2 chains, yarn over and work double crochet into the next stitch. Continue with the alternative decrease to complete this 2 round. Once finished, this is how the sleeve looks like in small scale version, and this is how it looks like the actual version. After finishing both the sleeves, this is how my top turned out. While stitching the side, I left a few inches open at the hem to create the slit, making it easier for me to access my pocket. I also added some tie strings at the back, which is completely optional. I just liked it more than a very simple look, so here it is. And here's the neckline, and you can see how beautiful it fits my body. I absolutely love the sleeve end and the puff sleeve detail. I honestly love this top so much. So that's all for today. We will meet in our next project. Until then, bye bye.